Hey guys, Dan Howman back with another Watcher of Realms video. Today we're going to be talking about Ingrid. I finally have her built out and have been able to test her. We do have some more hours on the banner if you want to do any more ancient summons. However, you cannot purchase ancient summons on Mondays. They take basically all of those packs down Sunday. So if you want to purchase any packs, you're kind of SOL. I do have a link in my description if you do want to purchase packs. I think there's one left in the shop if you do change your mind and want to purchase any. This is all we have left. There might be a couple more small ones in here. No. See, they take all the ancients out when, you know, on the last day of the banner for some reason. But anyways, we're going to talk about her. We'll talk about her kit. She's a little bit confusing with her kit because, you know, if you're just looking at her in the gallery, all you see is, you know, switches to stellar mode, and it does not show you the range, unfortunately. So this range is not correct. It has the normal, what is it, 4+1 in front of her. So it has the normal range of all the other mages. It has this range right here when it goes into that zone. So that's not a correct tooltip. Maybe they'll fix that, but I see why they do it because it's switching only her. This ultimate, it just switches her. So it moves her from a straight line to that other configuration. If you want to know when she's in AoE mode, it's the straight line. And then if she's in single target mode when you have the wider range that's shorter. So I'll show you that in game, but I just want to talk about it because it's a little bit confusing. Anyways, launching 4 basic attacks turns the next basic attack into a solar flare, deals AoE damage. So this is in solar mode, okay? Stellar mode, basically launching 4 basic attack turns the next basic into a star shower. Deals 50% damage 12 times. So she basically has different modes depending if you want to use single target or AoE for her, and that's how she works. It's quite interesting. So the rest of her kit, there's not really much going on. Basically, the basic attack changes also. You can see, yeah, it almost needs to like show this range and then next to it show the other range, because this range is only correct for the AoE, but when you're in this mode, this is not the correct range. So I get it. They probably can't really fit it within the interface. This is the first hero that has a switching range like that, and the ultimate switches back. So you really don't use the ultimate to deal damage. You just use it to move back and forth between your different modes, okay? Triggering this, I don't feel like reading all this. You get some other things that happen, basically that increases your damage. So you can see triggers like these overlord things and deals more damage. And it says, you know, you can't use the ultimate because you can't switch out of that while it's happening, etc. And then there's some interesting interaction with the, I'm totally forgetting the name, Arbiters. The Arbiter faction. There's some interesting stuff with radiant erosion. So so Star Shower here. Each damage dealt by Star Shower has a 25% chance of inflicting burning and a 25% chance of inflicting radiant erosion. So get a little bit more true damage and some magic damage in there, so that's cool. And then finally for Arena, increases the damage in Arena by 15%. So pretty strong. I have heard she is an insanely strong single target and AoE damage dealer. We will throw her in GR1 and just kind of give you a spotlight of her damage compared to some other heroes. So I've been pleasantly surprised. I'm happy I got a copy of her. I, you know, was going to summon for her, and then I was like, we'll turn off power dominance. And then, you know, we ended up getting her, which is surprising. So that was pretty sweet. And then, yeah, that's how that works. So right now I'm not using her in her Lord bonus because I'm using others. Now, I don't know, maybe that's a mistake. Maybe, let me remind me what her Lord bonus even is. Way over here, okay. Increases the faction members' basic attributes by 15%. Periodically increases faction team members' damage and healing bonus by 50% for 20 seconds. The more faction allies there are on the team, the more frequently it takes effect. After the Lord deals direct damage to an enemy, faction team members deal 20% extra damage to that enemy within 3 seconds. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be very useful for GR1 unless you're for some reason bringing a bunch of Watchers. Now, I'm using her with Arbiters just because I have Arbiters and they're strong and they're fun to use. So we're just going to continuously use those. But I kind of just show you, we're going to do some damage comparisons between some of these heroes. I don't think I have Dahlia in amazing gear. Yeah, her attack's a little bit too low. she's in some random gear, so maybe I just won't even place Dahlia this time. Maybe I'll just leave in just like Morrigan and someone else or something like that. So we'll just we'll leave these in. We got some decent gear on Ajax, and we have some decent gear on Valk as well. So yeah, Pope of course has some great gear as well. He's got probably some of the better gear, really high attack numbers. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna mess around, try it out, see how she does compared to some of these other big hitters, and we will be back. So let's see what we got going on here. All right, so first thing, I'm gonna place her. Now, the interesting is you can place her, you know, a couple different areas, right? So you could place her here, you could place her here. If you want to get a little bit more, if you want to put someone closer, then you're definitely gonna want to put her back here because she can still reach regardless. So I'm gonna put her down. And if I click her, this is how you realize what mode she's in. So if this shows blue and it has this single line here, that means she's in AoE mode. Now when you press this and go into the other mode, I'll show you that real quick. Now you can see her range changes. So this is single target mode, okay? So the longer means that she's in AoE, shorter means she's in single target, okay? And then you can swap it back and forth, etc. I'll put probably, yeah, we'll put her here. This will give the Invig buff to her. She's going to be quite strong here, so we're going to spend, you know, some investment in the Invig buff on her. Next thing, we'll just put down a healer just to kind of, actually, maybe we'll wait for, and put down Ajax down here. All right, so now the interesting thing, you can put Ajax here, you can put him here. Ajax can hit the boss here, so we're going to put him right there. Just help clear everything out. And then in a second, we're just going to press the use everything button here once everyone's got their ultimates ready. And we will blast down this current wave here. We can probably do it right about now. Now you'll see, she does not use her ultimate. Oh, she actually does. Okay, so now she's in single... Oh, she went back to AoE. Okay, good. Now I'm curious if she's going to stay in AoE. So I haven't done much testing on this auto ultimate thing for her, and I'm curious how they do this. Let's see what we got going on here. So is she going to stay now in AoE because she has multiple targets to hit? Maybe she'll just stay like that because she has so many to hit. Let's see if she changes. I'm really curious. So I'm just leaving the auto ultimates. I'm just kind of testing her out a little bit to see what she does because, you know... Okay, so now everything is dead. Is she just going to stay there forever? Maybe she'll just stay in AoE mode, which would be fine by me. Okay, it does look... Oh, nope, she just went into single target for some reason. Okay, okay. Yeah, so maybe don't use the auto ultimate. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people probably don't use it anyways, but at least now her, she's like fully powered up from the Soulbound Arcana set, so... I guess that is the good news there. Alright, probably pop this ult here since we have that going. We got that going. She's already got inner AoE mode, so we can just leave her kind of sitting there. Now, if you don't know, Soulbound Arcana works for anyone. So anyone in the group wearing Soulbound Arcana, so my Praetus has Soulbound Arcana, you know, a bunch of other people do. Anyone in there can use it, right? So it's a little bit interesting. So it works for everyone. It's been a bug for a very long time. It seems like they have no intentions of fixing it. So yeah, that's what it is. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll put, I want Dahlia or Morrigan. Maybe we'll just put Dahlia down. Yeah, we'll just put her down, I guess. Alright, then we'll put another healer down here. Alright, so we're getting close. We'll wait a second. We should be able to clear these out just from who we have out here. Just got that one, yeah, there you go. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to wait and we're going to use Dolores with all the other ones. And get a nice little damage here on the boss and these ads here. See how this goes. I'm curious to see her damage versus some of these other heroes. Valk kind of nice here because she's just able to hit pretty much everything here, boss and all. So there we go. We'll use the Arbiter buff and everything. My Valk able to hit the boss, same with my Ajax, so that's kind of nice. You can kind of finish off the boss before you know, the boss gets a chance to come down and attack your wall, so that's kind of nice. kind of hanging out, killing the boss. I guess ideally I could have maybe put Pope on the other side, maybe, and then put Dahlia behind Pope. That would have worked as well. All right, we'll use that ultimate. We'll use that. We'll use that. We'll use that. We'll use that. She has very high attack. She has actually the highest attack in the game now, which is quite interesting. She is a beast when it comes to overall stats, for sure. Alright, pop Dolly ult. She's getting wrecked. That's okay. Put her back there just so she doesn't get hit by that AoE. There you go. Wait, and then what you can do is you can, when you get to the end, you can swap to the single target version of her if you'd like. Here, let's pop all that. Let's pop all that. Let's pop all that. Now I can switch to the single target version and should be able to deal a lot more damage. There you go. And then we will check out the damage between, you know, Pope and Ajax and some of these other strong hitters compared to her. So that was stage 21. No power dominance. And we'll check how much damage she did. Not my shortest. Okay. There you go, 82 mil. Quite strong, quite strong. So she is a very strong damage dealer. You know, Dahlia is in bad gear, so kind of ignore that. And I didn't have a proper healer to keep her alive, and I placed her kind of late. So, you know, it is what it is for the Dahlia example. But, I mean, that's really good against someone like Ajax and Pope. Again, Pope is not in the ideal place to hit. You could probably put Ajax lower and Pope higher, might be a better idea. You could probably definitely swap them. I think that's what I did actually on my auto run. So I'll show you my auto run real quick, and then so that was no power dominance. We can turn it back on. We can press auto. This is the run I used a little bit earlier with a little bit different layout. So I'll show you this one and the damage of this one as well. So this one I put her there. I don't know why. I should have definitely placed her over one because it kind of is just wasted because now she's hitting these two tiles which literally do nothing. But this was actually my fastest run for some reason. So yeah, I put Dahlia back there right away. They both have very nice range here, so they can hit that full first tile, that full first row of tiles above the wall. Okay, I put Ajax down there. This one ended up being faster for me. Oh, I probably put Pope here. Yeah. Pope is a little bit easier to survive because he has some crazy stats. So, yeah, I put Pope there. Okay, that's why. This one ended up being a little bit more. Pope is able to hit more targets here. When you have him back a tile, he's only able to hit 2 of the 3 targets. So 2 of the 3 tiles, I should say. And Pope has a little bit easier chance of living because his stats are just so high compared to, you know, Dahlia, for example. There you go. Boss comes down in there. And boom. This will give me a little bit better damage comparison between Dahlia, but yet again, Dahlia is definitely in weaker gear compared to Ingrid, so. Crit, attack speed. I mean, there's a good light lock set. We'll level it up really high just to see if really high. We'll level it up just to see if it's good. But yeah, there you go. So doing some amazing damage. So very interesting. So I'll put this video up, and then it's already been like 15 minutes. So I went through the gear and everything on her. Let me just kind of show you the single pieces real quick just to show you what I have on her. But and then I'll try to make some other. I'll try to test her in Guild Boss and get a video out on Guild Boss as well. I just wanted to get this video out fairly quickly, talking about my initial thoughts on her, because she is a lot stronger than I thought she was going to be. It's hard to see from her kit, but anyways, crit, attack speed, attack and crit, and attack and crit. So not crazy gear. This is just one of my sets I had on Arrogance. You know, high attack speed, just okay crit damage, just okay attack. Again, she has really high attack. So like if I were to swap her with my Pope gear, for example, you know, she'd get 5,000 more attacks. So she'd be at almost 25,000 attacks. So she can get some crazy attack because she does have the highest attack in the entire game. But anyways, that's it for the video. Wanted to just test her out, show her off, and whatever this is called, Gear Raid 1. Wow, can't talk. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and that subscribe button. I'm going to try to test her out in Guild Boss and get that video out as well. But that's it for the video. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.